The forecast may call for a few showers, but that won't dampen the excitement in Evanston as Week 1 continues with another Saturday noon kickoff. Northwestern returns to the field after a solid 7-6 campaign that ended on a high note with a game-above Sports Bowl victory over Central Michigan, and the Wildcats are hoping to carry that momentum into 2026. They'll be led by a strong foundation on offense featuring sophomore center Izomo Oratokai in the middle of the line and junior running back Caleb Komolafe, whose combination of speed and power makes him one of the Big Ten's emerging stars. Standing in their way is FCS Midwest, aka South Dakota State, a perennial FCS contender eager for the opportunity to make an early season statement. With temperatures around 80 degrees and rain threatening throughout the afternoon, ball security and discipline could be at a premium. The Wildcats are looking to build on last year's success, and it all starts right here in Evanston as FCS Midwest / South Dakota State takes on Northwestern coming up next.
Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Thunderbirds and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly.
I believe this is the debut of the new Ryan Field for Northwestern.
And the Wildcats will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Now the Thunderbirds offense will have the football first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Like a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Sacked at the 7.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
The Thunderbirds will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Wildcats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And onto the field comes Aiden Childs, the Michigan State transfer. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. Motion from the wideout. They're testing the right side here. Turning it on! And he's still running after the move. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Bush. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to the run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. After that run, picked up the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And it's the Thunderbirds will try to pin them back with the punt. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He'll field the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Oh, he makes a catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Handoff to the lone back. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That gives him 54 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Got it in the middle. It's Wagner. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game. And he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
And it's the Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Childs. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Hard-hitting tackle. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Right back to it. Spins away from the defense. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and look at they got.
There's a crease. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jenkins. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Jackson gonna throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. And it's the Thunderbirds send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Trying play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Gives it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Jackson. Keeps it himself. Could be an alley. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. He'll get rid of it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They believe they can run right here. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Rides to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And it's the Thunderbirds will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter
snags it, and there's running room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wagner.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got him. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. Might have a chance. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Touchdown, Wildcats! Kept it on the ground and made his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Jackson will throw. Soft spot in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
Number 97, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bears, eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back to your game at Ryan Field. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
There he goes. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the missed connection on third down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And it's the Thunderbirds in the hurry-up.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Thunderbirds will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete on the comeback. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There's some room. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. That's caught. It's Wagner. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Jackson will throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation, backed up, close to their own end zone.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And it's the Thunderbirds line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Off play action. Makes a catch. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Dropping back, it's Childs. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. That's reeled in. It's Dorsett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Maybe some room here. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Floats it out in space. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Second down coming up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Thunderbirds have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, going to the air. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Wagner. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be...
All right, we're going to get the backups in there for Northwestern as it's 35-3 with only 4 minutes to go in the game.
Attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. 30 short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Jackson will throw. Extending the play. Turning it on. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Reads it, fires complete.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dorsett. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So Northwestern cruises to an easy 35-3 victory at home over FCS Midwest / South Dakota State. Not sure it'll be that easy for Northwestern in real life, but here in video game land and alternate reality college football, Northwestern cruises 35-3. Taking a look at the team stats, the Wildcats had the edge in first downs 24-15, total offense 408 to 270, rushing yards 236 to 147, passing yards 172 to 123, third down conversion percentage, FCS Midwest actually did better, 40% to 28%. Northwestern had the only turnover of the game. That was an interception thrown by Michigan State transfer Aiden Childs. And then time of possession was won by Northwestern, but just by about a minute and a half. Taking a look at the player stats, Aiden Childs for Northwestern finishes 19 of 28 for 172 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. For FCS Midwest, Myrick Jackson III finished 18 of 27 for 123 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Leading rusher for FCS Midwest was Myrick Jackson III, the quarterback, 13 carries for 53 yards for him. For Northwestern, led by Caleb Komolafe, great day for him, 22 carries, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aiden Childs also added 2 touchdowns on the ground for the Wildcats. Northwestern, their leading receiver was Drew Wagner, 6 catches for 87 yards, 1 touchdown. FCS Midwest was led by Jashawn Burdett, 4 catches for 43 yards for him. Leading blocker for FCS Midwest was Link Dempsey with 9 pancakes. For Northwestern, it was Hayden Elegon II with 10 pancakes. Defensive leaders for Northwestern, Robert Fitzgerald, son of Pat Fitzgerald, I'm pretty sure, and Kobe McKenzie tied for the team lead in total tackles with 10 each. Brendan Flakes and Kobe McKenzie tied for the team lead in tackles for loss with 2 each. Dominic Kirks, Tyler Gant, and Jamal Johnson each tied for the team lead in sacks with 1 each, and there were no interceptions for the Wildcats. For FCS Midwest, Denny Williams had the only interception. There were no sacks. Lido Anthony led the team in tackles for loss with 3, and he also led the team in total tackles with 10. Kicking stats for FCS Midwest, Eric Franks made his only field goal attempt from 19 yards out. No extra point attempts for him. Northwestern's Jackson Cleather did not have a field goal attempt, but he was 5 of 5 on extra point attempts. Punting for Northwestern, Nikki Duganzik had 4 punts for an average of 50.7 yards per punt. FCS Midwest's Blake McEnroe had 8 punts for an average of 54.3 yards per punt. Kick returns for FCS Midwest, Shaquille Jenkins had 4 returns for an average of 12.5 yards per return. Sam McMoon had 2 returns for an average of 16.5 yards per return. For Northwestern, Carson Grove had 1 return for 18 yards, and Chase Farrell had 1 return for 16 yards. Punt returns for Northwestern, Carson Grove had 4 returns for an average of 11 yards per return, and FCS Midwest, Jimmy Brent had 1 return for 3 yards. Looking at the scoring summary in the first quarter, Northwestern got on the board first with an 8-yard touchdown run from Caleb Komolafe. They also got a 16-yard touchdown run from Aiden Childs later in the quarter, so Northwestern led 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, Aiden Childs gets his second rushing touchdown from 6 yards out, and then FCS Midwest gets on the board with a 19-yard field goal by Eric Franks just before halftime. It was 21-3 Northwestern at half. In the third quarter, Caleb Komalafe gets his second touchdown run from 2 yards out. That made it 28-3 Northwestern going into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Aiden Childs finds Drew Wagner from 46 yards out to make your final score Northwestern 35, FCS Midwest / South Dakota State 3. Fairly dominant win by Northwestern. We'll see what the headline says for the Wildcats here after that nice win to kick off 2026. Home field advantage. The Northwestern Wildcats are now 1-0 after defeating FCS Midwest at Ryan Field. The highlighted players, Caleb Komalafe, definitely worthy of that, and Donnell Creighton, the running back for FCS Midwest. Northwestern, clearly a higher-rated team, and looking at Northwestern's schedule, they get a bye next week before they play the Colorado Buffaloes at home. Kind of an interesting game there. Next game coming your way is going to be my Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Ohio Bobcats in Lincoln. We'll see how that one goes. But from Evanston, Illinois, the Northwestern Wildcats get the nice win 35-3 to kick off 2026 over FCS Midwest / South Dakota State. And we will see you next time.